Okay, people. Yeah, I know some of you are getting sick of listening to me, but this is really a very serious situation. You just don't know when you're going to die. I don't care how old you are. And if you own property in Ontario, it's not a joke. If you have a will, your executor has the legal right to take ownership of all your properties, your home, your matrimonial home, and everything. Now, I've gone to a lot of expense to try to help Canadians not be robbed as I and my mother have been. But in particular, this is wills in Ontario. This is the Ontario government. This is my second video. It's number 2. And I'm giving you the exact wording that you need to put onto your will. It's paragraph 1 usually states, I revoke all wills and codicils previously made by me, then followed by paragraph 2 as follows. I appoint, first and last name, to be the executor of my will, semicolon. The following rest of the paragraph must be underlined. You got to make sure that when you die, a lawyer doesn't ignore this. However, under no circumstances shall my name executor have authority to be listed as a registered owner on title in a personal capacity to any of my estate properties, despite that Section 121 of the Ontario Land Titles Act or any other legislation that may permit a transmission to that effect. Now, that's taken me, people, 16 years to find out that was the section that I think the Ontario government put in, or some jerk in the government, whatever. I don't know who is responsible. Wish I knew, and I haven't got time to find out. But in around 1990, they changed it. So instead of the executor just being an estate trustee, which means it's in trust, and they don't have ownership title, they can't do anything, such as taking the properties for themselves, taking all the rental income, putting it into their own pocket, taking the money that's in the bank account, putting that in their own pocket, and doing whatever the hell they want. So, which is what my brother did. So, listen, if you have a will and you have property, unless you want your executor to own everything, then you need to add that paragraph. Now, I know a lot of you people think I'm just talking up, piping up in the smoke and mirrors, but let me tell you, it's not a joke. Thousands and thousands of seniors and heirs are being robbed of everything. This is only the tip of the iceberg, but at least I found a way that until I can get the laws changed, I have filed an affidavit with the Ontario government to try to get it changed. I'm not going after money. I'm just trying to get them to change the friggin' laws, because they are so bad. As I've said before, if you hired the mafia to create laws in Ontario, you couldn't have done a better job to make it easy for criminals and contribute to criminal behavior, and an open door to invite every people to steal, which is exactly what this particular section does. Section 121 of the Ontario Land Titles Act is an open door invitation to executors to steal every damn thing you own. Now, if you want that to happen, ignore me. If you don't want that to happen, well, pay attention. Thank you, and over and out. Bye.